Have you ever had that feeling of carrying a weight that no one else seems to notice? As if your struggles are deeper, quieter, more constant? Have you ever found yourself asking, why is it always harder for me? If so, then perhaps you are not going through this by chance. Maybe you have been set apart by God, not to live a common life, but to fulfill a calling that goes beyond logic. There are things that only the chosen feel, a pain that has no name but squeezes the chest, a loneliness that appears even in the midst of people, a silence from God that sometimes hurts but teaches. And you are not being dramatic. You are being shaped. Those who carry a greater mission go through different treatment. And it hurts, not because God is cruel, but because He is forging you for something great. The chosen go through pressures that the world does not understand. People distance themselves without explanation. Doors close when it seemed like they were about to open. Prayers do not always get answered, and the soul silently cries because it's hard to explain to everyone what you feel. But what you may not have realized is that all these pains have a purpose. No tear is wasted when it comes from someone who has been set apart by God. And if you have felt all of this, rejection, loneliness, fatigue, renunciation, waiting, internal conflict, spiritual misunderstanding, then take a deep breath. Because this video was made with you in mind. Here, we are going to talk about the 7 pains that only the chosen face. And I'm not here to give you clichés or easy promises. I'm here to remind you who you are and why your journey has been this way. Each pain, each loss, each silence, all of it is part of the refining of your calling. Before continuing, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Here we talk to those who feel differently, to those who carry purpose, to those who understand that truly serving God is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Activate the notification bell, comment at the end what resonated with you the most, and let's embark on this journey together. There are things that hurt, but no one sees. And one of the hardest for those chosen by God is feeling rejection. Not the kind that screams or declares itself with words, but the rejection that arrives silently, subtly, almost disguised. The kind that comes from the closest people and therefore hurts more. Perhaps you have experienced this. Suddenly, a friend distances themselves. A family member starts treating you differently. A group that once included you now seems to avoid you, and you find yourself trying to understand what happened. You replay conversations, actions, searching for some explanation, but you can't find it because the reason isn't in what you did. It's in what you carry. When you are chosen, your light grows. Even without saying anything, just by being present, you disturb environments where many things are hidden. Your firmness exposes other people's doubts. Your truth confronts other people's lies. Your presence reveals what was camouflaged. And not everyone is ready for that. Sometimes, just the fact that you are seeking more of God activates discomfort in those who prefer to remain distant from Him. It's not personal, it's spiritual. Your surrender becomes a mirror. And there are people who cannot stand to see themselves reflected in that mirror. That's why they distance themselves. They reject you. They cut ties. But you need to understand that this is part of the journey. Jesus went through this. He was rejected by His own townspeople. His brothers didn't believe in Him. His disciples slept when He needed them most. The very Son of God felt the pain of not being understood, of not being accepted, of being left out. Being chosen is not about pleasing others. It's about obeying. And those who choose to obey God must be ready to displease people, not out of arrogance, but for alignment. There are paths that cannot be walked hand in hand with everyone. There are phases in which God needs to separate you to protect you. Rejection is one of the ways He tells you you are going to a place that not everyone can follow you. And yes, that hurts. But it also cleanses, it also heals, because it teaches you to seek validation in the right place. You don't need to be accepted by everyone. You need to be approved by God. As you advance in your purpose, some people will fall by the wayside, not because you have changed too much, but because your mission demands more from you. More focus, more surrender, more discernment. And not everyone can walk alongside someone who has decided to level up. This rejection also strengthens you. It gives you a shell. It prepares you for greater moments, because when the purpose gets tough, you won't be able to rely on anyone's applause. You will need to be strong enough to continue even when questioned, criticized, or discredited. Maybe today you are experiencing this pain, feeling alone, misunderstood, guilty for something you don't even know what you did. But breathe. You're not being punished. You're being shaped. God is removing people from your life who could not handle what He will do in you and through you. Do not try to win back those whom God has distanced. Do not force yourself to belong to places where your soul no longer fits. Honor your journey, value your essence, and trust that God is taking care of everything. The pain of rejection is just a part of the process, a stage of cleansing, separation, and strengthening. In due time, He will bring close to you people who understand you without many words, who are not frightened by your intensity, who recognize your surrender, and who add to your life instead of sucking it dry. For now, just keep going. Keep being light, even if it bothers others. Keep being true, even if it distances you. Keep being yourself, even if it hurts. Because those who are chosen by God never stay alone for too long. Heaven takes care, heaven sustains, and heaven rewards. Have you ever been surrounded by people but still felt alone? Have you ever smiled in a conversation circle but felt deep down in your soul that no one there truly understood you? If this happens to you, know that it is not an exaggeration or fragility. This feeling has a name: purposeful loneliness, and it is real. It happens to those who carry within them a calling greater than the eyes can see. The chosen live this type of loneliness because what burns in their hearts doesn't fit anywhere. It's like trying to explain a celestial vision to someone who only sees with natural eyes. There are pains you feel that you cannot share. There are plans that God has shown you that, if you tell them, will make you be called too dreamy, too spiritual, exaggerated, and then you prefer to keep it to yourself, to silence it, to keep it between you and God. Many will not understand your choices. They will say you are isolating yourself, that you have distanced yourself, that you are traveling. But what they do not know is that your withdrawal is not rejection. It is preparation. It is the time that God uses to shape you, to align you with heaven. It is in this loneliness that He reveals things to you that do not fit in noisy environments. He speaks in the secret, in the silence, in the pause, and those who are chosen need to learn to listen. There are moments when even the people of your faith, your spiritual family, seem not to understand you. That is part of it too. It is not because they are bad. It is because what God has placed in you is not for everyone to understand. It is to be lived, and living with purpose often go through this loneliness, because mission, my brother, my sister, is not always shared. Many times it is carried alone. Even Jesus went through this. In Gethsemane, when he asked his disciples to pray with him, they all slept. In his moment of greatest anguish, he was alone. But even so, he continued, because he knew what was to come was greater than the pain of that moment. Loneliness was also part of the preparation. The truth is that the loneliness of the chosen is not the absence of people. It is an excess of purpose. There is so much pulsing inside your soul that sometimes you cannot even explain it. You feel that you were born for something greater, but you still don't know how or when, and while you wait, you feel displaced, out of place, misunderstood. But all of this is part of the journey. So if you are going through this phase of silence, of withdrawal, of misunderstanding, do not despair. This is not the final part of your story. It is just the section where God is teaching you to walk with Him, even without an audience, even without applause, even without answers. The loneliness of purpose is the school of the strong, of those who are called to impact, of those who do not live to please but to fulfill. You are being separated, yes, but not to be alone, but to be closer to God. Trust this process. Use this time to dive deeper. Pray more. Listen more. Write down what God shows you and keep in your heart. The same hand that separates you today will honor you at the right time. The same voice that calls you in secret will exalt you in public when you are ready. In the meantime, keep going, even if no one understands, because those who are chosen feel differently and walk differently. And this loneliness, which today seems like a burden, will reveal itself as one of the greatest blessings of your calling. The inner war is not the end of your faith. It is proof that you are on the path. And the greater your purpose, the more intense this struggle will be. Because there is an anointing in you that unsettles hell, and the enemy tries in every way possible to make you stop before you understand the magnitude of the impact you can cause. Therefore, do not hide this battle. Talk to God about it. Be honest. Tell Him when you are tired. Tell Him when you can't. Tell Him when you want to give up. God does not reject a sincere heart. He does not want masks. He wants a real relationship. And more, do not face this war alone. Seek support in prayer. Read the Word. Feed yourself spiritually. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, not those who judge you. This journey was not made to be lived in isolation, but in the presence of God and with your feet firmly planted in the truth. There are choices that hurt, not because they are wrong, but because they are necessary. Those who are chosen by God will sooner or later face the pain of renunciation. And this pain is different. It does not come from what you lost by chance, but from what you gave up out of obedience. And this pain is silent, because you cannot explain to everyone why you say no to something that seems so right. Sometimes you yourself do not understand immediately. You just feel that something tells you this path is not for you. And to obey, even without all the answers, is one of the strongest marks of spiritual maturity. God will ask you to let go of things that make sense to your heart, but not to your purpose. And that's where faith comes in, trusting that what He has prepared is greater than what you desire now. It is knowing that leaving control in God's hands is always the best path, even if the process is painful. Maybe you need to renounce a friendship that pulls you back, perhaps a relationship that weakens your faith, maybe a career, a routine, a lifestyle that no longer fits the new version that God is forming in you. And all of this requires courage. It requires trust. It requires surrender. But listen to this. No one renounces for God and ends up with empty hands. Everything you let go of in obedience, He transforms into something even greater. It may not come at the same time, but it comes in the right time, and it comes with peace. Jesus said, "Whoever wants to follow me must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me." This is not poetry, it is reality. The cross is heavy, the renunciation is tight. But those who carry this weight for love discover a lightness that only those who obey know. If today you are experiencing the pain of letting go of something, know that God is preparing you, He is shaping you, He is emptying you, so He can fill you with something much better. Renunciation is pain, but it is also a sign of growth. Trust. ... Waiting is not easy, especially when God's promise seems distant and everything around you says the opposite. But waiting is one of the deepest forms of testing for those who are chosen, because it tests not only your patience, but also your faith, your trust, and your spiritual endurance. Some people think that when God promises something, the fulfillment comes right away. But the chosen know that between the promise and the fulfillment, there is a path. And this path is often long, silent, tiring, and full of doubts. It is in this place that many give up. But it is also in this place that God shapes the strong. How many times have you heard a prophetic word, felt a confirmation in your heart, and then silence? Nothing happened. No doors opened. And worse, it seems that everything became even more difficult. This is the test. God is not punishing you. He is teaching you to walk by faith, not by sight. David was anointed king while still young, but it took years before he sat on the throne. Joseph dreamed of authority, but went through prison before seeing his dream fulfilled. Abraham heard from God that he would have a son, but waited decades until Isaac was born. They all had something in common: the promise, the waiting, and faithfulness. During the wait, the enemy tries to sow doubt. He whispers that God has forgotten you, that you are no longer worthy of the promise, that perhaps you misunderstood. But that is not true. God does not forget. He only works at the right time, and that time is not measured by our clock, but by His purpose. The wait hurts because it takes away our control. It forces us to trust in something we do not yet see. But it is during this time that faith is strengthened. It is when your trust in God stops being just talk and becomes daily practice. You learn to trust even without understanding, to worship even without feeling, to obey even without seeing the whole way. Many times, while you wait, God is preparing you. He is teaching you, maturing you, shaping you from the inside. The blessing is already yours, but you are still being adjusted to carry it wisely. Because what comes too soon can turn into a burden instead of a gift. If today you are living this time of waiting, do not think that you are stagnant. You are being aligned with heaven. You are being trained to receive something greater than you imagine. Keep praying, keep believing, keep serving. Your wait is not in vain. God honors those who wait with a steadfast heart. And when the promise arrives, because it will arrive, you will understand that this whole process was worth it. You will look back and see that the silence was care, that the time was preparation, that the delay was protection, and you will thank for not giving up along the way. Waiting is the place where the chosen learn to trust in God's character, even when they do not understand His ways. And this trust is what sustains everything. There is a silent pain that few have the courage to speak about, feeling alone within your own church. And it's not due to a lack of people around, but from carrying a spiritual thirst that seems to go unacknowledged. This loneliness is real, and many of the chosen live this silently, believing that there is something wrong with them. You participate in the service, sing, pray, serve, but feel that something is missing. While many are satisfied with the routine, with the basic, with what is predictable, your spirit cries out for more presence, more depth, more truth. And this desire ends up placing you in an isolated position, as if your spiritual hunger were excessive. Sometimes you share something deeper and receive strange looks. They say you are being radical, that you need to relax, that you are taking everything too seriously. But deep down, you know, it is the Spirit of God pulling you to a different level. Being chosen also means living in that place between two worlds. You no longer belong to the world, but you also seem to not fit into the spiritual surface of many. This feeling hurts you, but it also guides you. It pushes you to spend more time in the secret place, to pray prayers that no one understands, to develop an intimacy with God that only grows when you stop depending on others' understanding. God allows this loneliness in the church to teach you something profound. Your faith cannot be supported by structure, programs, or the approval of others. Your faith needs to be rooted in Him. And when you understand this, even loneliness gains purpose. This pain, though difficult, is also a gift. It protects you from complacency and keeps your soul awake. Do not stop. Do not back down. Keep seeking. Keep diving deeper. Your thirst is a sign that you have been called to live something more with God, and He will answer you. Have you ever noticed that when you think about stopping, something inside pushes you to continue? This force that lifts you up even when everything tells you to give up has a name: purpose. And those who have purpose have a calling. Being chosen does not mean walking without pain, but rather continuing to walk despite it. The tears you shed today are not signs of weakness. They are marks of someone who is being shaped by God. Each pain has a role in your formation. Every struggle you face is bringing you closer to something greater. It is not punishment. It is construction. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and see that everything made sense. You will realize that the deserts taught you to hear the voice of God, that the silences made you trust more, that the rejections freed you from people who were not part of the plan. No pain was wasted. The enemy tries to use suffering to paralyze you, but God uses that same suffering to push you toward the destiny He dreamed for you. Heaven has not forgotten you. On the contrary, you are being cared for in detail. You are not weak for feeling pain. You are strong for continuing even while feeling it. And that is what makes you chosen. Your faith does not depend on circumstances. Your hope does not die in the midst of the struggle. Your light remains lit even when the winds try to blow it out. This is the mark of one who has been set apart by God. They do not define themselves by their wounds, but by the purpose that continues, even when it all hurts. If you have made it this far, understand one thing. The pains you feel are not signs that God has abandoned you. They are signs that He is working in you profoundly. Gold only shines after going through the fire, and you are being refined to shine. The chosen face different pains because they carry a different mission, and God does not waste any moment. Each of your tears has value in heaven. Every step, even limping, is taking you closer to the promise. Stay firm. Keep the faith. You were not chosen to walk without difficulties, but to go through them with courage. And when victory comes, because it will come, you will understand that each pain pushed you to the center of purpose. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these pains have you lived through? Rejection, loneliness, waiting, renunciation? Write it in the comments. Let's create a safe space here, a supportive community to remind each other that we are not alone in this journey. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving words that strengthen your faith. Here, we walk together with the chosen. You are not alone, and your light was made to shine